Introduction. Yes, welcome to our playthrough of The Witcher TTRPG. We have never played it before. No, we're more D&D players. I am the least experienced DM of the three of us by a mile, and I'm going to run it. So you guys should be getting a real genuine feel for what it's like to play this the first time. Mm-hmm. I would say, if this is your first TTRPG, from what we've seen, you're going to have to do a lot of reading before you play.
It's pretty heavy.
It's pretty heavy.
In depth, yeah.
But
don't let that put you off.
No, definitely not. But we also should say we were sent all the core rulebooks for this game and some dice and this lovely DM screen by the makers of this game, R.Talsorian. However, we are not endorsed by them. They have not paid us.
Yeah, so this is going to be a genuine our impression of this.
Yeah, and the same deal with the music. This is from The Witcher Games, CD Projekt Red, who worked with them on this.
Yeah.
So, again, they do not endorse us. I've looked at the legal terms. I have to say this if we want to use the music.
No, all right, fair enough, yeah.
But with that, we'll start off with Danny. Do you want to introduce your character for us there?
Okay, so this is Hythe. He is an elf doctor. My history is I'm from Dol Blathana, the homeland of the elves. From a family of scribes who turned to raiding settlements early in my life to survive.
Okay. Is that...
That's pretty much it, yeah.
I'm covering
anything else can come up later.
And this is me. I am Griff von Kluchsborg. I'm from Skellig, and I am a mage. I'm an only child from a poor peasant family. My father is still alive, but my mother was cursed by mages and died.
Tragic backstory.
Everything I rolled was tragic.
Oh god, yeah, such a failed
roll
trip.
For literally everything when you make these, and it's really funny.
It is
Yeah,
amazing.
for every decade you're alive, roll a thing, and mine was like tragedy, failed romance, tragedy.
Should we go through them as well? Because I mean, I feel like that was a big part of the
definitely.
Yeah,
whole thing.
after you.
So, in the first decade of my life, I tamed a wild dog who was my loyal companion. However, I'm an elf, so I'm 70 and he's long dead.
Oh dear.
I know. I was like, literally the first thing I rolled was like, well, he doesn't live with me anymore. Then I fell in love, but my lover committed suicide for an unknown reason.
Probably just put, actually, before we go any further, this
is
a
dark fantasy
RPG. Yeah. If you do have particular trigger points, I'd be careful watching this.
Yeah, because it does get pretty grim.
Yeah.
But all of these were random. Like, I didn't come up with this. This is all literally
I'm
what
not
I
seeing
rolled.
this here. I'm pretty sure.
I just have made all this up. Although in my 30s, I had a major stroke of luck, which brought me a small fortune of 1,000 crowns.
Where's that gone?
Mostly into my bow,
Up his nose.
which was like 400 crowns on its own.
Fair enough.
A noble owes me a favour for curing his son of a mysterious disease. Then I fell in love again, but my lover is married and we cannot be together. Then I made an ally of a female craftsman who saved me from a Gwent hustle, which is why I don't like Gwent.
So you don't want to place me.
I do not want to play some
Well, I've
Gwent.
got nothing else written down here, so...
Oh no. And then I met a combat veteran who taught me how to better utilise small blades in combat. And that takes me to the age of 73, which is not that old for an elf, really.
Wow.
That's a
I'm
lot.
42. In my first decade, a male cultist accused me of illegal witchcraft and will attack me if he finds me again.
I feel
dear.
this has stepped up a notch. You had a dog and it died.
I had a dog and it died.
I was like 9 and they're like, they'll burn the witch.
When you were 10?
I mean...
And then mages killed my parents.
At least we can laugh about it now.
In my second decade, romantic tragedy. My lover mysteriously vanished, and I don't know where they went. And then I caused a male soldier a terrible wound, but they've mostly forgotten.
Mostly?
Just like, yeah, that's right.
Was it a head wound? 'Cause that would explain it.
Maybe. And then in my fourth decade, whores and debauchery.
I like how that's all that's written there.
It's
just a blur.
Like, clearly, I've given up. I joined the army. That didn't work. I've left. Whores and debauchery.
I assume that's a lifestyle choice and not a shop.
Like a hot topic.
Did you mentioned your classes? No?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes,
Oh no,
mage.
yeah. You didn't say you were a human though.
I did.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Well,
didn't
he
think you
is.
did.
Human mage.
Human
elf
mage,
doctor.
elf doctor.
Okay. We are playing, if you hadn't guessed through the pre-written campaign, Secret of the Elven Gold. Now, this campaign was given away with the Kickstarter for the Witcher dice, which you have. You got them there?
I've got the dice.
Yep, go on, show the lovely people at home.
The Witcher RPG only uses the 6 and the 10.
Yep.
But got the whole set here.
Me and Matt are using these ones, which were also generously given to us by R.Talsorian. It was part of the little package they sent over for us. I say little. It was a large and very generous package.
Hefty package,
God,
yeah.
And we were very grateful.
So I can't pretend there's not a little bit of bias towards liking them. So take that into account.
And we'll see how they roll.
If it's all zeros, then
They're
Mark
a
and
bunch
Dice
of
Show.
absolute...
if it's all zeros, we're posting all of this back.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Reverse charge.
Yeah.
Just send back the dice, be like, these were faulty.
Yeah, but this is a campaign. It's designed for the easy mode, so it's designed for the free version. Which, if you ! Easy Witcher in the Twitch chat, if you're on YouTube, just go to Drive Through RPG and look for it. You can get yourself a free copy of these rule set that we're using. We might dip into the more advanced rules. We're going to try not to, because there's enough in the simple one. Really, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, I think we've only just got our heads around that. So
Yeah, so I'm gonna play this as close to the book as I can. Not gonna claim it's gonna be perfect, because sometimes you do just have to go off the beaten path.
certainly do, because we'll ruin something.
Yeah,
no doubt.
because of these guys.
Yeah.
Basically. Right, so we'll start with the setting then. When I find the bit that I have to read there. Right. So the caravan's wheels, 8 oaken circles divided among 2 covered wagons, have been keeping up nicely with the poor conditions of the road, as have your 2 horses. The trip up until now has been peaceful, running south from Bardan along the base of the Blue Mountains to the ultimate destination of Aethon-Beniv, now only half a day away. At the bequest of Vargas Bartok, the dwarven merchant leading your trip, the caravan pulls just out of sight of the road among the trees, and you begin to set up camp for the night, which you guys can see it in front of you, and I'll put it up for the guys at home. The camp, once set up, looks a little bit like that.
Lovely.
And
Very
by a little bit,
quaint.
I mean precisely. Like that.
Exactly as it is in the book.
So you have been hired by Vargas Bartok on a 3-week expedition as professionals, adventurers, essentially. That's what you've been hired as. I didn't say that's what you are.
We lied on our CVs.
So, after you pulled over and the tents have been set up around a small fire, Vargas Bartok gathers you all over and goes over the plan. And this is where I'm going to attempt my first accent, which I'm historically quite bad at.
So me to not be doing one.
Yeah, I know. So I've decided to go with one that I took on some local inspiration,
Oh, yeah.
and I've now lost it. Let's try and get in the zone. Let's get in the zone. Sweet boy, yeah.
If you've got a loop.
Friends new and old, bound in the covenant of mutual benefit, gather round me. There you go. Is that on? Is that on?
Fucking spot on.
In the morning, we'll arrive at Aethon-Beniv, a town that represents half of my outfit and business in southern Cadwen. I should also point out, I'm going to get the pronunciations of half these places wrong.
Yeah,
Because there's a lot of like Welsh and like Slavic
Sorry,
words.
that's actually pronounced. Yeah.
Yeah. Of seven. If everything was going swimmingly, we would not be having this discussion. Yes, there are several issues plaguing the business environment in this area that we will solve during these 3 weeks. Allow me to explain. 1. Half of my shipments to Aethon-Beniv are being stolen by bandits, and this cannot continue. 2. There has been an increase in the number of inhabitants in the settlement that are being killed or robbed in the mountains while they search for the rumoured Elven Gold. This is unacceptable, as these adventurers are my best customers. 3. For reasons unrelated to their mortality rate, the morale amongst these adventurers is quite low. Many are wavering in their belief that there is an elven ruin filled with gold nearby, and what they need is either proof that it either exists or something to lift their spirits. Any questions?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Right, moving on. So go on. Yeah.
What is the legend of the Elven Gold? Sorry, have you just seen my?
What's happened?
I drew a portrait.
Let's just zoom that in for you.
Oh, where am I there?
That's a beautiful artistic rendition there.
It's the best you're ever going to get from
Whoa,
me.
too far, too far. People don't like to see how the sausage is made. There we go. So,
What is the legend of this Elven
Well-
Gold?
they say that there is a ruins hidden in these mountains filled with gold. It's quite simple.
Okay.
Some
Cool.
people are saying that it's just a rumour to draw people in for bandits to then rob them. So we need to find out what's true.
I mean, then there would be a lot of gold in the mountains.
It certainly
Yeah,
would.
but it's
Just
not
in the
all in
hand
one
of the
place.
bandits.
It's all scattered at that point. Any other questions? I really struggle at keeping up.
Are we aiding the unstoppable march of capitalism with this quest?
Aye.
I go home.
You try to leave and rocks fall and you
Oh, no.
die.
There's an invisible wall.
Yeah,
Can't go that way.
The dragon attack.
It's not a dragon.
Good, we would die immediately.
Are there dragons in The Witcher?
I don't know.
They're
No.
not
No,
called
spoilers.
dragons, are they? They're called something else. There's one in season 2 of The Witcher, the obelisk thing. That's like
I haven't
dragony,
seen
isn't it?
this.
There's all sorts of weird monsters. And
Yeah.
That's the dragon, by the way.
Yeah, dragon. Never say that we don't, visually aid people here. Have you got any questions?
No, I'm
You're
quite.
pretty good.
I'm content with that. But
Which step are we trying to solve first? We going bandit killing?
I assume he gave us those in order of importance.
No,
to
he's
him.
given you the 3 points.
Okay.
You're not even at the town yet. This is just the camp the night before.
Gotcha.
You're camping up. Night is coming.
How many people are in our caravan? Of
At the
merchant
moment,
people?
it is literally just you two and him.
Oh,
Oh, hence why there's 3 tents.
hence why morale is so low.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why
Because
there's.
we both hate it, and it doesn't matter how happy he is.
Yeah, so there is
lovely, lovely.
the place you're heading, Aethon Maniv, is a little settlement where the adventurers stop. So
Okay.
there's more people there, but you're sort of heading there at the
Okay.
moment.
Alrighty.
So are you?
How do you spell Aethon Manif?
That is a great question. It is
A-E?
AF.
Oh,
I'm sorry. What?
AFON.
Mhm.
And here's the fun bit: Maniv, MY, NYDD.
oh yes, actually,
It's another Welsh one.
Minith.
Minith.
Yeah,
Maniv,
Aethon
Minith,
Manif.
and it's probably John.
Yeah, John Minif.
It's
John
actually
Minith.
John Cena.
John Cena bursts through the bush.
Your first encounter.
Is he responsible for the murders?
Why are you questioning him?
Mr. Cena, I'm a big fan.
Is that what you're going with?
I'm going, yes.
All right. Okay. So yeah, nighttime is coming. What do? You,
Does anyone need any medical assistance?
Not yet.
All right.
Give it 10 minutes.
probably 5.
I will have a nap.
Do you often have trouble sleeping?
I will now.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Some chloroform for you, Boyle?
No, I could sleep anywhere. Nothing troubles me, for I am Griff von Kuchborg, mage extraordinaire.
While you guys are
We all know.
talking, Vargas is enjoying some Hackerman spirit a bit too much and stumbles back to his tent and just sort of falls face down in there and falls asleep.
Cool. Well, shall we go to bed? Early morning and all that such?
Given he said there were bandits around, do we want to set up a watch?
Well volunteered, sir. I'm going to bed.
Right. I'll
have bacon and eggs for breakfast around.
I'm not
7-ish.
watching all night.
Oh well.
I'll
That's a
wake you up
shame.
about 3 in the morning. I'll set up on one of the wagons
Okay.
where I've got a bit of a view of the area. Is it just like a clearing in the woods or by the side of the road, or?
Yeah, you've just pulled off the road.
Okay.
Essentially, so you've got the road to the south, and the greater of the mountains is up there. So there's
Alright.
cliffs and stuff.
Cool. Yeah, I'll set up for a watch and I'll put the fire out. I don't. Okay. Is this a bit like D&D where I can say, can I roll bleh to do bleh?
That is the gist of role-playing tabletop.
No,
games.
that's fine. I
You
didn't
play
know if there was.
And you roll.
So could I roll a wilderness survival to see whether or not I should put out the campfire? Like, do I need to put it out to?
You can. Yeah, go on. Go
Yeah?
for it. And I'm just going to make something up.
All right, cool. So that is a 4 plus my 13 wilderness survival. Sorry, plus my 4 wilderness survival, plus my 9 intelligence, which gives me 17 all in.
That seems like a good. You're unsure because on one hand you're like there's bandits about, but on the other hand you are sort of heading up into the mountains, so it's cold.
Yeah, okay.
So you're trying to. So
Obviously, I want to keep wild animals and stuff away.
yes, which the fire would help. With.
Although I don't, because I'm an elf and they love me.
Okay.
I'll put the fire out.
You put the fire out.
to keep the bandits away, because that's
Vargas
more what I'm
freezes
worried
to
about.
death in the night.
Well, maybe he shouldn't have got shit-faced before he went to bed.
No, that's the only thing that kept him warm, actually, was the maps alcohol in him. He couldn't freeze over. Because the amount of
there's,
freeze in his blood.
there's a fine line there between you're actually getting colder because you're drunk, and there is so much alcohol in you literally can't breathe.
Yeah, he is antifreeze. Cats lick him in the night.
Delicious.
So that, you're watching.
Yeah.
How long are you watching for? Are you not going to get any sleep?
I'll watch until sort of, I don't know, like midnight, 1 o'clock.
I have no intention of waking up, so I'm going to be well grumpy if he does.
Okay.
I'm going to come in your tent, bleary-eyed.
Oh, there
For
it is.
fuck's sake, the podcast again.
They're just not going to ever send us anything else.
No.
now.
I
Cut
enter
that.
your tent with intent to wake you,
I,
and I'll
what?
shake you awake.
No.
It's your turn to watch the camp.
Fine.
I'm
kind
going
of
to
like-
have a little nap now.
Roll over and I put some clothes on. And I'm like, why is it so cold? Why is the fire out? God, you're useless.
I've already fallen asleep. I'm that tired. I've just collapsed.
In my tent.
Yeah. I'm just like, it's warm in here already.
Rude. It's
not
also
loud.
full of mage farts. I go back outside and I light the fire again.
Okay.
Because I'm cold.
This guy.
Who puts the fire out?
Someone who rolled 17 on their wilderness survival.
I definitely wouldn't roll that on mine. So. I light the fire with my flint and steel, and then I sit atop a wagon with my staff over my knees, just kind of yawning.
Right. So so you're going through till morning now, or are you going to wake him up again at some point?
I feel like I want to wake up Vargas, but like he's just going to be shit.
He is absolutely hammered, and he's hiring you. You can try, but he clearly had no intention of doing it.
Well, how long were you?
I mean, it was like evening when we pulled up, right? So I
So-
probably did a 5-6 hour stint.
So I can go till the morning then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've both had a not the best night's sleep you've ever had, but it's not going to impact you.
Mhm.
Yeah. If you keep doing that, then maybe it
Yeah,
will.
yeah. We'll have a rest when we get to Check's notes. Have let.
To John saying Sorry, everyone who tuned in if you were expecting a serious. We try our best.
We're going
How-
semi-serious.
How will we find him? Because you can't see him.
Oh, damn.
You can't see me.
There you
That's
go.
why morale is low. People keep leaving the town and they can't find their way back.
The fabled city of Johnson.
Johnson.
Right. Anyway, so night passes, sunrise over the camp, and Vargas starts. He's quite lucid for a man that drank quite as much as he did last night.
Is Vargas a human or is he
He's a dwarf.
He's a dwarf, right.
So he starts ordering you around. Like, come on, boys, get that going.
Oh, Christ.
Come on, boys, have 2 or 3 couple over there.
Do you understand a word he's saying?
Come on, that's on her.
I don't. He's
Yeah.
got some kind of ridiculous accent. I don't know.
I swear the only word I ever hear him say properly is crowns, and I haven't heard that in a while.
But yeah, he keeps ordering you about. So like there's a lot of you got to put some of the stuff back on the bed rolls and big chests full of your supplies for the night onto the wagons. So what are you doing about that?
I'll just go throw my back into it, I think. Even though
Wrenching, twisting mode.
I'll
you can do it, put your ass into it.
I will help very minorly. I'll be like, oh yeah, let me just help you with that as you're already there with stuff.
Okay, that's good. It does specifically say that if someone helps, I don't have to make you roll for it.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you're definitely all good
Bare
there.
minimum.
And he's just like, come on, boys, let's get going. Oh, I've lost the accent. I want to be eating stew. There is stew. I found it again.
Stew.
The missing arm by the noon. Yes, the missing arm.
All right,
Excellent.
then let's get going.
Right. As you do, the horses spook. As armed men,
Yeah.
yelling loudly, come running towards your wagon in 2 groups.
I stand up and draw my bow.
Fair enough, yeah. They're bandits. They're not very smart.
Okay.
They're doing like your war cries as they run towards you. It's like, yeah,
Right.
we know you're coming. Like, so you notice them signaling to someone up on the cliff, and 2 of them run into the camp.
Right.
Oh.
So, and as the fight begins, Vargas runs over to one of the wagons, and he pulls a lever at the bottom of it,
Right.
and a little like thing pops down, and then he climbs in it and it pops back up. He's like, "Do your best, boys. I'll be in here."
What
You
the
little
absolute
shit.
fuckboy!
Again, he's paying you to protect him, and he's basically got a mobile panic room as far as it's described. Come on, boys, I want to get going.
Should we just let him take the wagon? Like Vargas?
So how many? So 2 are running into the camp.
Two are from the road.
Yeah.
And
I
then the
misspoke.
signal to the
The
cliff.
signal to the cliff.
Yeah.
Okay. How are they dressed? What armor are they wearing? Kind of like
So-
and weapons, etc.
They are raggedy bandits. Hold on. So 2 bandits.
Absolute shaggedy bandits.
The ones that are 2 running to you, they've both got like beaten up trousers. They look like one of them's got ones that just look like leather trousers that aren't going to offer any protection. The other one's got ones that like riding.
Okay.
And then and tattered gambesons. And they've got iron swords. Long swords. to be
And
specific.
arrows sticking out of them. I think.
We'll see.
So
Do I fire a warning? I mean, they're attacking us. Should I just fire, shoot to kill?
That's entirely up to you.
well, what we're going to do is you saw them coming, but they obviously were coming for you.
Yep.
Which kind of cancels out any ambush. But we will all now roll initiative to see who's getting the up
Okay.
one each.
Yep.
And that's a 10 plus our reflex.
It's reflex plus a d10, yes.
Okay. We got.
13.
I got 16.
Okay.
It's pretty good considering I only have 5.
That's all right.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Right, I've got to do some writing, so talk amongst yourselves.
I figure I gave myself decent reflex because it's small blades, and I figure a scalpel is a small blade.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
So yeah, if I'm doing surgery, it's like I want to be reflexy.
Was it you that was 16?
Yes.
all my points are intelligence and will and empathy.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I also have intelligence and empathy, so we've got quite a lot of overlap there. I think I'm significantly more martial than you, though.
Yeah.
And crafty.
Yeah, my crafting is 3.
That was where I put my 10.
But see, I could have gone that way with mage, because like
Yeah.
crafting magic, I think there's a lot of like you can make alchemical bombs and things like that. But I decided I wanted to go full on kaboom.
Casty blasty.
Yeah.
That's what you should have called yourself.
It is I, Caste Bluster.
How's that
Crispy
spelled in the universe?
Q.
Double L.
Okay. You are going first. So the two
Excellent.
I'd say at this point, the 2 bandits, if we just look at the map for people at home, you guys can see in front of you. You guys were sort of in the middle of the camp, so let's say you were around the fire, because, you know, you're loading stuff. And those guys have just entered from the bottom. I knew it.
It was the look. You were like, entered from the bottom.
He knew what he was doing.
No, I didn't.
Entered from the rear, yeah. Okay.
And it's you'll go first.
Right.
Heath.
I mean, I feel threatened.
Okay, yeah, I would.
However,
They literally run in the camp saying,
they are literally running the camp
Give us
with
all
a
your
war cry. However, I think all life is valuable, so I'm not going to shoot to kill. I'm going
That's
to aim
silly.
for a leg
okay.
and try and
So-
put him down.
Does that mean you are using the called shot
I'm going
mechanic?
to use the cold
Yep.
shot, yes.
So for those at home, if you've not got the book, you can. It's free. Get it. It'll make this a lot easier to follow along. If you can call a shot, but there is a... What's it? There's a thing for that, isn't there? Where is it?
I believe
There's like
there
a
is.
penalty, isn't there?
Yeah.
Is it a minor penalty or a major penalty?
Duh,
I mean, minor is -2, major is -5. Is that right?
you got mild, so you got -1, -3, and -5.
Okay.
I think you can go in between that, but that's a rough guide. I'll decide based on how stupid you decide to be.
Fair. Well, I'm going to roll my dice anyway, because...
Yeah, I would.
Yep.
It's possible for the attacker to target a specific body part location when attacking. This is known as making a called shot, and doing so imposes a penalty based on the location. If a called shot succeeds, the attacker does not need to roll to determine the hit location. Okay. It doesn't say what. It doesn't actually say what penalty that is.
Where are you aiming for?
Oh yeah,
I'm
where are
aiming
you
for the
at?
leg.
-2.
Okay, that's not too bad then.
Yes.
I'll keep that open.
So
I think I might have that on here, actually. I do. Which leg are you aiming for?
the left leg.
The left leg.
Let's go
Okay.
for the left leg.
So this does impart half damage. You know that, yeah?
Okay, that's fine. I'm trying to cripple him, not
Right.
Not
Fair
kill him.
enough.
so. Right, so I've rolled a 7. So with the -2, that's 5. With my 8 archery and my 8 dexterity, that's 21 still.
Okay. Well, he's going to try and dodge you
Okay,
and fails horribly.
outstanding.
Which one are you attacking?
The one with
on
the...
left?
I'm going to go with the guy with the heavier trousers on.
Okay.
Does he look heavily armoured overall?
They both have the same values. If that's what you're asking, I was putting
right,
in
okay.
flavour.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll go for heavy trousers.
Heavy trousers. Right. We just put HT next to him, and he's LT for
Lieutenant.
lewd trousers. I did say he was wearing riding trousers.
Castless leather chaps.
Yeah, it's a nice breeze in the mountains.
He's got a normal pair of trousers, but cut the ass out.
Okay, yeah, go on then.
Okay, so I've hit.
You've definitely hit.
Have
yeah.
I critted if he failed to dodge that?
You have not. What would you roll again?
21.
No, you've not critted.
Okay, that's fine. Right, so my damage here is 4d6. So do I roll the number and half it, or do I roll 2d6?
Roll normally, then we'll half it. I think.
That's a 6. That's a 5. So that's 11, 16, 20.
20 damage.
20 damage, piercing damage.
Okay, but hold on.
So
I tried to
10 damage.
non-lethally kill him.
I shot him in the leg.
Hold on.
Get straight into the femoral artery.
Oh, and
I mean, I am a doctor. I know what that is.
we should probably explain. Crits are in this one. If it's 10 above the defense level, it counts as a crit in this one for people who are at following along.
I'll track my arrows on here. I've got 20. I fired 1.
Yeah, I failed to dodge you. You hit me. And you hit for how much? You hit
Actually,
for-
that should have been 22, my to hit roll.
And
Because
I assume you haven't halved that yet.
Sorry?
You haven't halved that number yet.
No.
Good.
So it's 10.
Otherwise, I've turned way too easy on you. So 10 damage. You've done that.
I'm gonna try and keep the
You
magic
just said
going.
22. So 11 damage.
Did I say 22? I thought I said 20.
20.
Yeah, 20.
Okay, sorry. Okay, right, 10.
Yeah.
Oh, no, sorry. My attack roll should have been 22
Oh,
or
okay,
21
fine.
because I've got +1
But
weapon
20
accuracy.
damage is what you're
20
saying.
damage.
Okay, he has taken that damage.
Good.
And being quite upset that you've just hit him, it is now actually his go.
Oh, okay. Well,
So he is going to do the same back at you, basically.
Right
Right back at you, bud.
has he got a bow, is he?
No. He's going to run up to you
Oh.
and do you.
I'm standing on the wagon.
You're standing on the wagon, are you? Are you sure?
Why?
Because I did say at the start, the horses are quite unruly.
Oh, you did say the horse is
so
spooked.
I'll let you. I'll
Oh, no.
I was standing next to the wagon.
next to the wagon.
Yes.
Okay.
But we're out of kicking range of the horse.
Oh, have you read my notes?
No. But I understand animals being an elf.
Yeah. But, all right, I'll let you have that one. Just. Okay. In that case, yeah.
I don't like getting kicked by horses.
He's running up
Bloody
to you.
hurts.
And again, we've got the map, we've got the grid, but we are fair of minding this. This is just to explain some of the more complicated bits. And yeah, he's going for you. He's doing it. Where is it? That's quite good. So
That's quite good, isn't it?
yeah, so that is a 20.
Okay. Well, I'm going to roll to dodge.
I would, yeah.
Yeah. So that is 6 plus my dodge of 6.
Sorry, one more thing. You fired. Was that one strong fire? Was it? You're not going for 2 lights. We've
I don't
forgotten
know
a
how that
mechanic.
works with a ranged weapon.
With
exactly
a
the same
bow,
way.
It is the same.
Okay.
I've got it here. I can read it out for you if you like.
Go on.
So, a fast range strike character is going to make one single attack with a bow or crossbow when using a fast strike, but can attack twice with thrown weapons. So, okay, so it's just normal.
Yeah,
then.
it's just you can if you're doing the heavy attack, it's the -3, but you get double damage.
Right.
So
Well,
you can still it's still only one attack, but you can go.
to save rolling back the maths, then we'll call it a fast shot.
Okay. That
So
means
then
so
would
double
I-
damage, but you hit the leg, so it evens out. Double and then half.
No, he's a fast one. so
If
it'll
I
be
do
the
if I do a fast, do I get another one?
same.
No, only if
No.
you're using a thrown weapon.
Right. Okay. So yeah, we'll call it a fast shot.
But you
then.
also have to have those weapons ready, so you can't have like a shield in your other hand. You've got to have
Yeah,
like 2
that's
knives or
fine,
whatever.
yeah. I can draw and string a bow without using an action. So
Well, that's cheating.
I'm an elf.
I don't like that rule, so we're taking that.
Oh my god.
Oh, the power's gone to my head already.
Welcome to DMing.
GMing, actually.
Oh, sorry.
It's Geralt mastering.
Oh my god.
Oh, sorry, guys. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, actually, this is very. Where's our
Wrong
Lolo?
music. Let me just turn that music
Stream's
off
cancelled.
and put on the...
I promised.
Oh,
There we go. And again, as far as I'm aware, we're allowed to use this music. I could be wrong.
I mean, that's what they said.
That's what they said.
On their press. Is it a press release or whatever it is?
Oh, it was on their website.
Anyway, so I've rolled
Good.
6 plus my 6 dodge plus my 8 reflex makes 20.
So it's an even.
So it's even.
I don't know what that
Matched
means.
him.
Defender wins in a match.
Defender wins.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Shrug it off then.
Yeah, I'd definitely sidestep his sword strike.
Okay. And
I'm
He's
like,
upset
no,
about it.
thank you, please.
And then, sorry, but it's now the other bandits' go. Who, seeing the damage, is also going to try and go for you. Because at the moment, you've not done anything particularly threatening.
well, shit a brick.
Because there's no way I'm dodging anything.
He goes for you. No. Who does the same thing? He runs up to you.
Are they human bandits?
Yes.
Well, they hate me because I'm an elf.
So basically racism.
The racism, yeah. I'm playing the race card. You can't hit me. It's a hate claim.
And they're like, you might. Right, same
Bang
again.
on the bloody windows.
That's quite low. That's a 13 you've got on.
Oh, I need to use a stamina if I want to dodge again, don't I?
Yes, because it's the same round. That's why I was doing this, actually, for the mechanic. You know?
Of course. Right, so I'm going to burn a stamina, so that takes me down to 24.
Stamina.
This might not be too loud, but I am just going to pull it down a little bit.
It was a little bit loud.
Right, so the one of my roll plus my 6 plus my 8 makes 15. What was I trying to beat? 13.
13.
Cool.
So you beat
dodged
that
it.
as well. So you've
I'm a dodgy boy.
dodged both the swords.
That's what we
Excellent.
always say about you, yeah.
We can heal.
Stop
we hear
trying
the-
to
the
hit me and hit
steel
me.
whipping through the air.
Put me in a boy. Put me in a boil.
Oh, no, it's your go, Matt. Or
So we're
Griff.
standing next to the campfire, aren't we?
you are.
A square is 2 meters, is it? I
I
believe.
think so. But again, don't go too.
I mean, I have limited range on all of my
Okay.
stuff, so I kind of do need to know.
These guys are in the camp. You'd be able to hit them. They're definitely close enough to.
I
you.
mean, 6 meters.
yeah. If you like, you're all gathered around the fire, just not in a friendly way.
Well, because
okay.
it depends. If they're like right up on me, I'll do a thing that knocks them back.
Okay.
But if they're like,
They're right up on him at the moment,
Yeah.
not you.
And I assumed we'd not be standing next to each other.
yeah,
Because you've been a bit of a bun since we got here, honestly.
I'm gonna back up away from the horses, and as I do so, I'm going to say, "Oh, get away!" Yeah, and
Okay.
gesture with my staff and do Cadfan's grasp.
And what is Cadfan's grasp?
I'm going to heat the sword of one of them,
Okay.
so that he can either drop it or take 2d6 of damage
Okay.
with no kind of save.
Which one are you going to? The one
Um,
that attacked him first or second?
The one that he didn't hit.
Okay. Bandit free.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Wait.
Hold up.
I mean, two.
Hold up. And that's going to cost me 1 stamina because of my staff being
Yep.
focus. So yeah, does he drop it or does he take some damage?
He's going to try and hold on because he's like, no, he's very stubborn and not very smart. Quite frankly. I think.
that
Yeah,
is
he's int free. Yeah, he's not very
7
smart.
points of damage.
7 points. So how does it work with that spell? Is it I take it? There's no.
It says there is no save. I think.
Okay,
Let
the
me
fact that I
just-
held on to it is kind of my save, really.
yeah, I'll
Yep.
just let me just bookmark this bit where if I fail stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, keep that open.
Actually, I think I might still need to roll something for it anyway.
It's an absolute banger.
It slaps. It really does.
Yeah, I mean, it just
Yeah,
says
okay.
that.
Sorry,
I
can you
think I
just
still
remind
need
me of the
to-
number again? How much damage you did? 6, wasn't it?
7.
7.
I think I still need to roll, and anything except a 1 is fine.
Okay.
It's 2.
Oof.
With a modifier.
I mean, yeah, that doesn't take into account anything because I mean, I'm not trying to hit him. It's just does.
No,
the
you've
spell
just made
explode
his
in your
sword hot.
face.
I got you.
Yeah.
Hot
That
sword.
sounds lewd.
So
giving me all.
that's all you can do. Yeah, you don't.
I don't really want to burn any stamina to do
No,
another attack.
fair
To
enough.
be honest, I'll be like, oh well, I'm trying to help, and I kind of keep the fire between me and them. I'm just like sidling around.
Nice try, big fella.
Okay.
Also, don't let that hit you. It's quite hot.
Hold up. If he hits me with his hot sword, do I take more damage?
I think you might. Well, to be fair, yeah. Yeah, probably. It's because
Okay.
that spell you can also heat.
What I'm going to say is he held onto the sword right till the end. So he took all the damage and then was like, and then dropped it anyway.
Okay.
I'm punishing him for not being very smart.
just seared to his hand. He can't
Yeah,
let go.
yeah. He dropped his sword, but it's still there.
Why don't I get gloves with my raggedy pants?
That's why there's holes in the back of the chaps. They cut it out to try and make gloves from it, but they failed the crafting roll.
I don't want to wear ass gloves.
Okay,
One's wearing a beret that looks slightly R-shaped.
so you've had a go. Both the bandits have gone. Matt's gone.
Yep.
From the cliffs.
Oh no.
What a shock. No one saw this coming.
Great heavens.
A crossbow bolt whistles into the camp, aiming at you. Because they're like, that guy that's creepy. I don't like that.
Chaos.
An elf and a wizard. We're not making any friends.
So that is but there's
I'm going to be real honest. It's probably going to hit me unless some magic happens.
Well, he's firing at its maximum range of the weapon, so he gets a -4 penalty there. So he's hitting a 15.
What do I roll to try and do something?
Sorry, 16.
What do I? How do I?
Well, I assume you don't want to block because you've got your staff.
Yes, I would try and dodge it. If
I
was you.
would go for a dodge. Yes.
So dodge.
Escape skill base.
I have nothing in escape, but my reflex is 5.
So you'd roll a d10 and just
So
add
I'd
the
have
5.
to roll a d10 on a 10.
So he's got 16.
13.
So yes, the bolt thuds into you, and I now have to decide where it hits you. I believe. So once it's taken, yeah, roll the d10.
Oh no.
And it hits you in the upper body,
Okay.
Oh, that's where all the good organs are.
which means it's a flat damage, but it's a -1 penalty to hitting, which he still hits.
That's only if it's a cooled shot.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
got you.
If it's
Oh,
random.
that's what those are there. Okay, I'm
Yeah.
with you now. Okay, in that case, he will be hitting you. Flat. 4.
I don't like the face.
No. I'm going to be completely honest here. So the first one,
Okay.
but then...
Oh no.
Okay.
So that's 7 plus 9
damage dice
damage.
9 damage.
Yeah.
I don't think they do.
Okay.
How do I?
Oh, I think... No, not damage hit dice do.
Okay, I was going to say
I
because
hope.
I rolled a
No,
I'm
six.
no,
just gonna check.
I'm pretty sure damage dice don't. It's
I'm
just-
going to double check. I think you might be right, but I'm just going to double check so we don't... Because I want to start this with us learning the rules properly rather
Yeah.
than
Yeah, well, I also
ingraining
want to
them
start
in.
this with not dying in the first time something hits.
Yeah,
me.
that's... I mean, I want a lot of things, though.
I'm going to say like, oh, my next character's name is Biff.
Biff Von got wrecked.
I have to draw a whole other picture.
Yeah,
we
because that
should-
took you so long.
We should get a picture of our portraits next to each other and put it up on the socials. All that time I spent in Hero Forge. No, I look like this now.
Oh, hold on. I'm just reading through 40 pages of information.
Have you tried reading the 32-page Lore Prime? If you want a brief introduction to The Witcher.
I like that it's detailed, but
Oh, yeah.
it's a lot to get going. We'll get smoother as we go.
I think like 32 pages is probably the length of some of the short Witcher stories anyways.
Yeah, some of them aren't that long. I can't see anything about it, so let's say they don't. So that's 9 damage you've taken. What does that leave you on?
In what regards?
How much health have you got?
Do I not take off my armor first?
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah. So 9 damage is hitting you. Where are you at
So,
now?
yeah, so I've got armor for my torso is 5.
Okay,
SP.
that's good.
I'm assuming I don't take anything else off of that.
I don't
know.
think so, no, because
No.
you tried to dodge it. You
Yeah.
didn't. You didn't try and block it or anything, so...
Well, my armor takes 1 damage there,
Yep.
and then I lose 4 health,
Okay.
which is here.
Right, so what are you on now?
36.
Okay, that's not so bad. What are you on?
I'm on 25. That's my max.
Okay, I thought you'd have more health or something.
I've only got 5 body, so.
I have 6 body.
And you've got 40 health.
Yeah.
I think one of you's done this calculation wrong. Stand by.
one moment, callers.
But this is part of trying out a new.
No, yeah,
TTRPG.
definitely,
A lot
yeah.
of it is learning how to keep going while checking the rules.
I mean, that
Just
might
say,
mean I've got
carry
more
on.
stamina as well.
Carry on. I'll catch up.
Yeah, to be fair, that's your go.
Yeah.
You're all happy, and that
Well,
was the next
not my
bandit's
go,
go.
somebody else
So it's
can
now
have it.
back to the top of the order. So it's you.
Okay, so there's just one bandit on the cliff as far as we know at the moment.
Yeah, you can't quite spot where they are at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, an arrow whistled out from up there.
How do attacks of opportunity work in this, or do they not exist?
They probably do.
Okay.
I think it's something about being, if you're engaged with someone. and they
I'm
move.
thoroughly engaged with the 2 bandits right now.
It's body plus will halved is the number that you then. So what's your body plus will?
Body plus will is 10, so 5.
So 5.
Yep.
So yeah, you should have 25. 25 health, 25 stamina,
Yep.
5 wreck.
5 wreck, yep.
I don't know what that is. I can't remember.
Recovery, I
and,
believe.
Oh, right. And 5 stun.
5
Whereas
stun.
my
Yep.
body's 6, but my will
But
is
your will
10.
is 10, so yeah, so
16,
it's 8 times 5.
So yeah, it's 40. So yeah, that is right.
Okay, alright.
I'm hardy because I have strong will.
You have strong brain.
Also, I have a better body than you.
Yeah.
Show
To
it
be
off.
fair, you were in the army.
That is true, yeah.
I can't see anything about opportunity attacks. I think it's more.
Is
if you
that a
were gonna-
full roll thing?
Maybe, or
Yeah.
it's more one of these things that if you try and do some crazy movement, you're going to get a negative modifier on your attack.
Okay, gotcha. I'm going to move away from the bandits.
Okay. Bear in mind, I mean, one of them at the moment is ready to go. One of them's just swords dropped on the floor.
Yep. But
Where are you going to head?
I'm going to go... Is the cliff to the north of the map?
Cliff is to the north.
Right, so I want to move and put the tent between me and the cliff,
Okay.
and some distance between me and the bandits.
So are you going to say that you're heading sort of around, I don't know if you can see that, around here? probably
I was
in the
thinking more in front of the tent, between the
around
tent and the
here.
fire. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, somewhere there.
Oh, next to me.
Next to you.
Okay, so
Yeah.
at the moment I'm picturing the rest of the combat happening around down here. I really
Oh,
don't
okay,
know if
I
you
was
can see.
picturing it on the other side.
Okay.
But, yeah.
And then you're there. And
Well, in that case, maybe I'll... What is my speed?
I am going to say though the arrow, the bolt, should I say? I'm not very good at crossbows and short bows. That's what we've learned. Is coming down from, if you're looking at this screen, from the top left into the camp.
Alright, gotcha. In that case then, if I move to... So my speed is 5. Does that equate to meters?
Yes.
So I can do 2 squares, effectively.
I'm looking at the size of this stuff, and that is a massive fire if that's a 2 meter space. I don't know if they're meter squares.
I think it depends on the scale of the map. But in the book, it's like if you're using a grid, a square is 2 meters.
Okay.
But then it depends on how you scale everything to your
I'm,
map.
I'm gonna say with this map, I think a meter a square.
Meter a
Yeah.
square.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you've got a tent that's about 2 meters
And also,
deep.
that kind of equates to like D&D. 30 feet would be 5 squares. 6 squares.
It's nice and easy.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that tent is 4 meters long, which is a big tent.
That's a big tent.
You ain't gonna carry that all the
I
time.
can say that dwarf didn't need a tent that big.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to go to the other side
Okay.
and use the other wagon as cover from the crossbow bolt.
Okay. The other wagon is but don't like you can get as close as you like, but it is racketing all over the place as the horses are going mental.
Yeah. As long as it's there for now.
So you're keeping away from the horse. Is what you're saying.
Keeping away from the horse.
Specifically.
Specifically away from the horse, away from the bandits, and I'm going to do...
But I want to use hoof.
I'm going to
I wanna
more
jump on the horse.
rooty tooty.
I've got the stuff
arrow
to do that.
shoot.
I mean, if only I had any dexterity or reflexes. Jump the horse.
It's an animal handling check, I believe.
That's
Which you'd
just as
probably
bad.
be quite good at.
I could probably do... Would you mind flicking to the elf page and just seeing what it says for natural attunement?
Don't mind me. Carry on. I love looking up stuff.
I know you do, Matt.
Matt, would you like to do your favourite thing for me?
Elves do not disturb animals, meaning that any beast they encounter is considered friendly and will not attack unless provoked.
It has already been provoked,
It
not
has
you
been
specifically,
provoked,
but
yeah.
it's freaking out.
Yeah, okay.
So what do you want? You're up to the wagon. Sorry, which? So on left or the right wagon as you look at the screen?
To the right wagon.
To the right wagon.
The
Okay.
east wagon.
East wagon.
That east wagon, you dragon.
And are you on the inside or the far side of the camp?
The inside of the camp.
Okay. And
I haven't got that right, have I? Because the crossbow's coming from the top left.
yeah, so that's why I'm asking. 'Cause
Right,
I'm
okay.
thinking actually you're not
In
gonna
that
protect
case,
yourself that much.
I'll go to the corner of the tent, put the tent between me and the crossbow.
Okay, so you're moving up
shooter.
a couple of squares
Yes.
from where we were just originally
Yeah.
said. Okay.
We'll
So-
go with that.
So I think for people watching, I think that means he's about here.
Yes, indeedy.
Okay.
Right, so I will leave the horse to its own devices. We'll calm them down when there's no threat here, because there's no point me calming it down if it's just going to lose its shit again.
I think, yeah, the fact that there's people's swords catching fire and
Yeah.
crossbow bolts flying through the air, they're probably not going to calm down that much.
Okay.
I'm also, my thought swapped to Vargas in the wagon, shaking
Yeah.
around, going, "Ugh."
Oh, if he was that hungover.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
I also,
he's a dwarf though. He's probably used to that.
this is a stash, a panic room that he's built.
Probably
Yeah.
padded.
There's
It's got like
well,
springs
padded,
and,
but
like,
also, what do you think you'd store in there? Probably more booze.
Yeah.
Hair of the dog, boys.
He's made himself a Bloody Mary.
Did you say what merchant stuff he merchanted?
He
What
sells
is
to
worth-
adventurers, so I assume it's sundries.
Yeah, I think he's very much a just general trader, I believe.
Yeah.
Anything that he can make money on.
herbs and spices.
Herbs and spices,
Ropes and
weaponry,
daggers and that.
just food, anything.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to knock another arrow and take a pot shot at the guy that I have
Previously,
already
I think.
fired at.
Yep.
So I'm going to go for strong attack.
I'm going to call one cold hand and one hot hand.
I'm going to go for cold hand.
Yep. Also, well,
Cold hand raggedy
Sorry,
trousers.
can he be Cool Hand Luke?
Well, he used to be his cold hand heavy trousers
Cold hand heavy trousers.
and hot hand light trousers. Got a lot of names for these bandits.
So I'm going to go strong attack, and I'm going to go for his arm that's holding his sword.
Okay. So you're cold shotting again.
Cold shotting again.
Okay, beautiful.
I figure as I've got ridiculous archery, I might as well go for the difficult shots.
So arm that's holding, so I'm going to assume he's right-handed. So there's a -3 penalty. to
-3. Okay, that's cool. So that's a 5. Plus my 8 makes 21. -3 is 18. Sorry, 19 because +1 because of my bow.
that. 19. You say?
19 on his right arm.
Can he resist? I don't think he can.
Block it.
Yeah, you can.
He's going
you
to
can
try and block
with
it
the
with his
body part.
sword, I believe.
Okay.
Which would be really baller if he does.
Brawling skill.
Probably just break his
He's
sword.
actually better than his dodging as well. So
Okay.
I am going to go for that. That's good. So that's a 22 block.
Okay, so he's definitely blocked that then.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. He does. You know, yeah, he full on like just holds it and then just banana splinters.
Oh.
And it just glides past. He briefly
guy
thinks
next
he's a witch.
He's not.
One
might be.
one goes into hot hand, one goes into the horse.
Those poor horses.
Not having a good time.
So I'm
with
going to guess that you're saying you missed them.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's a miss.
I'm
So that's me done then because
That
I
is-
can't
you
fire
can't-
again.
No, and you can't break up your movement.
Or can I fire again if I burn stamina?
I believe you can. Yes, let's have a look here. Let me
It's
read it
free
out. I want to
stamina
read it
for
for the
extra
people at home. Yeah, at the end of the turn, a player's character has the option of spending 3 points of stamina in order to perform a single extra action. The extra action is performed with a -3 penalty if it requires a skill check.
Do it.
I'm going to do it because we're exploring the mechanics. So
No, we're exploring the mountain.
we're exploring Mike and the mechanics. Oh, that's worse. So that's a 2.
I mean, I'll see if I get a
18,
1, but
50. It'd be 12 all in.
I just
Assuming I'm
roll a
shooting
1
from
and
the
it
same place.
explodes down.
Oh!
So, his base is his base. He's going to try and do the same again because he's like, saw you do it. Is 12. So
Okay.
that was a 1. Let's see what this next one is. It's a 4. So that's 8.
Oh, you hit
Which
him.
means
I've
you've
actually
got a
hit him.
-3 penalty as well, though.
That was
okay.
I did
Including a penalty?
That was a -3 for the stamina and -3 for the cold shot on the arm.
Yep.
So and I still got 12.
And -3 is stamina. -2. No, -3 on the arm, and you still got 12.
Yeah.
That's a hit then. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm just like, carry the 1.
11, 14, 20.
20 damage.
I was like,
20 damage.
20 damage
On
again.
his
I'm
right
remarkably
arm.
consistent with
It
this.
halves because it's damage on an arm.
On an arm, so 10.
His arm does, however, fly off. And he falls face down into the fire.
Oh, no.
Dead.
Was that cool hand?
I run over and try and hit him.
Was that cool hand?
Yes, it was
Cool hand, hot face, heavy
Cool
hand.
hand.
Cool hand, hot
This
pants.
guy. Walk up to someone in the club. Cool hand, hot pants.
My
Just
fault.
Kylie Minogue attacked us.
He's like, his mate's like, Kylie! And it's his mate's go now.
All right.
So he's cool. He's actually, to be fair, he dropped his sword. So he's going to use his action to pick up his sword.
Oh, it lasts for 1d6 rounds.
Oh, does it?
It lasts for 3 rounds.
So
So 2 more.
two more rounds, yeah.
He's still going to try and pick up his sword, and this he's not fallen. He just goes and just drops
It's
it.
like,
this
oh, that
time.
was hot.
What happens if he drops it? It's just
Nothing,
It's
yeah.
fine. He drops it. However, that
You
has
learn a lesson. Okay.
he's learned. I don't know. He's not that bright. Yeah, and yeah, he's gonna. He could try and. I can't split my movement, but I believe I can choose the order.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like, I'm out, and he's gonna try and run south. So what's his speed? His speed is 4. So that's gonna say he's between the 2 tents at the bottom now.
Mhm.
Let's just put that back up for everyone watching. That yeah. So the bandit is escaping. He's running south. He's between the 2 tents at the bottom. Like freaks, they're freaks.
Well, that's not very nice, is it?
And
That's
then
bloody
it's
mean-spirited, that is.
I keep forgetting your names. I'm Griff.
Griff von Kuchbock.
Griffin Hith.
But I can't. When I see Griff in my head, I just think, what's that guy? You know that Griff, the comedian guy?
Griff Reese Jones.
Yeah.
The guy from The Whisperer.
He's done that like tour across Australia program. So I'm just
that's
seeing
it.
him boarding a train in the outback somewhere all the time. So Griff von the.
That is how it's
Oh,
pronounced.
okay,
in
nice.
this, in
Well, no,
the
I had a
natural
something
tongue.
in my throat.
I'm like, how dare you make me bleed my own blood?
Oh yeah, that happened.
Oh, don't worry about that, boy. It's a flesh wound.
And I step a few meters forward,
Yep.
a few squares
So
enough
just
so that I'm in
outside
range.
of the fire, sort of thing.
And I'm just like, you bastards aren't getting away. And I point to you and I'm like, get the one on the cliff, you idiot. You've got the only range weapon.
Oh, that's not very nice, is it?
And then I slam my staff on the floor and I'm going to use 2 more stamina. And I'm going to raise an earthen spike underneath him.
Oh
Oh.
Not under him.
no, you've said it. Now.
just a
Under the
punishment.
guy running away.
That makes more sense.
So I rolled an 8 on the die.
Okay.
My spellcasting is +6 and my will is 10. So that is 24, is that right? 26. 16?
So 16 plus 8 is 24.
24.
Yeah.
24.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say he's running. He's looking back like
You can only dodge/block.
Yeah, he's going to try and, like, if he sees it coming, but he doesn't see it coming. He was attempting to dodge. He was attempting to escape, I guess, because that is an option.
Mm-hmm.
A 16 all in.
Okay, so I'm going to need some more dice. Can I
What do you
borrow that
need?
one?
Have a big, heavy one.
A giant angled stalagmite comes out of the floor.
Oh, dear.
The angle of your dangle.
11, 13, 14, 15. I've got 2 1s and a 2 there. 15.
15 damage.
Yeah.
And you weren't... Cool. Does you have to do a shot aim for a place with the spells?
No,
No, it's just that damage.
appears
It's-
underneath
it
him,
is- So that it comes out of the ground. It goes...
I suppose it is targeted, so
It
I
is
could
targeted.
could roll for it, I guess.
You'll have to roll for it, yeah.
I roll a 8.
Where were you aiming for?
Oh no, it's random if I don't choose. If I'm not
sorry,
calling
of course.
a shot,
Yeah,
it's
sorry,
random.
yeah, of course. So 8 is lower body, which makes
I
sense.
mean, yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
That does mean it's a half damage. Minus,
I'm sorry, the testicles are in the lower body.
that's where the balls are.
That's where the meat is stored. He is
So
stored.
how much
Stored,
damage
you
was
know.
it, sorry? Sorry, what was the hit? What was the number to hit again?
24.
Still miles for hitting. And the damage?
I can't even remember now. Was it
It was like quite big.
14.
14? Thank
14.
You.
So half of that, 7.
I feel like that was a bit limp after the 5d6 I rolled.
So I want this stat that comes out the floor. It does hit him in the balls,
Excellent.
but it doesn't quite pierce them.
Oh,
Just slaps him.
So he just kind of like hops forward and falls flat on his face and takes the 7 damage.
like he tries to jump over it, but it just clocks him in the nuts.
Yeah, like it comes up like a hurdle. He goes to jump it, and you get 200 crowns in the post from you. They had a boing sound effect. So yeah, that means he's on that amount of health now. He is still alive. He just wish he wasn't.
It's very badly burned.
Maths. Okay. It is then the guy on the cliffs go, and he's leaving.
Alright.
So you see him on the cliffs, then you don't see him on the cliffs.
Now you see me.
Alright, later, nerd.
Then it's your go.
So he's disappeared from sight.
He has. He was about 30 meters up as well.
Okay.
Like, and you could only just see him. He was sort of going like,
Peek.
yeah, he was peeking.
Peek, don't peek. Is Mr. Stalagmite dead?
He's not dead. He's face down in the dirt at the moment,
Okay.
wishing he was. You know how it feels.
Yeah, I've been there. What about readying an action? Is that a thing?
I assume it is.
Can I say I'd like to aim my bow at where we just saw matey boy?
Okay, so he peeks again.
Yeah, and if he peeks,
You loosen it.
I'm going.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that.
All right, I'll do that.
That's you, is it?
Yes, that's me.
Right, in that case, it's... Oh, my brain. Background to...
It's Bandit 6's go.
Yeah, Bandit 76.
Oh my god, that was the worst one in the series.
So, the man that's just... Basically, what I want to imagine is what you've just done with the sunlight. You know when you're like a kid and you're running near the shop and there's those bollards and you're walking across them and then one of them you misjudge.
We've all been there.
Straight into it. But he's basically picking himself up as his action and he's moving.
He's surfing it.
Doesn't get quite as far this time. But he gets another... I'd say, like, if we were looking at the map at this point, he's just off the bottom of the map. Like, almost back on the road.
All right. Cool.
Is it me then?
It's now you.
I'll fucking do it again. I just slowly walk up, just sauntering, and I'm just like...
Yeah, he's, like, cupping his balls at this point.
Is that a 6 or a 9? I think
Is there not a dot on there?
I mean,
I'd say that's a 6.
6, yeah. So that is a 22.
Okay, he's going to try and dodge it again. This is because he's constantly looking back at you guys. He's like, oh, no.
Oh, it's exploding.
Is it up or down?
It's up this time.
Oh, what?
He just dodges it. He's like, oh, no. And he's like, sidles it. It just like touches his leg. But he's like, whoa, no, I'm falling for that one again. And he has dodged that attack because all in all, he was on 23.
Oh, come
I
on!
know. It's because he's got a 10 base. I rolled a 10 and then a 3.
Oh, man. That was a good explode for him.
You know what? I'm going to do it again.
You're welcome to do that again.
-3 stamina. And then I'll do it again at a -3. So that's going to be another 2. So I'm burning through the stamina. That's 6 again, so 22.
Yeah, but he has this time only rolled...
Oh, it's a 19, sorry, it's -3.
Yeah, but this time he's only rolled a 12 for his dodge. So, roll to hit.
Wow.
Location.
8, so legs again.
Legs again, yep. So half damage and another -3 on it.
6, 5, 11, 14, 15, 16.
Yep. This one, I want to say you put a little bit of an angle on it.
I was going to say, because
throw him.
it comes off, like, it comes up out the ground at an angle anyway, so I'm imagining I do one the other way and he, like, runs onto
runs
it.
straight into it. He slides down it, and then you just see it retract and slide back through him into the ground. And you could just see the ground through him holding his back.
Nice.
I don't think I can heal that wound.
Good.
Okay. That is both those bandits dead. And you see no sign of the other bandit.
The stalagmites stay there as well.
Oh,
So
do they?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's just this
What,
like...
forever?
Yeah. They have a damage of 20 HP.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's pretty
So
cool.
we can use them for, like, blocking and stuff as well.
Ah, that's groovy.
Yeah.
Right.
like that.
Let me just reacquaint myself with where we've got to, because I've had to go to the combat pages at the back of the book. I will say though, actually, someone that generally struggles running stuff from books, I like these are laid out really sensibly. I found them a lot easier than the Pathfinder, the Troubles in Atari.
Yeah.
I found it a lot easier than that, and I found it a lot easier than the D&D ones we've run as well. So there you go. I'm hating on everything. There you go. So one group doesn't get mad at me.
There's no winning when it comes to TTRPG.
No.
You hate on everything, so everyone's going to get mad.
Well, let's be honest. D&D is far more accessible than this is, and more than Pathfinder.
Yeah.
But the written sort of adventure is much easier to follow than what I've experienced in both of them, which it needs to be because there's a lot going on.
I think that's it. Like, you want that bit to run smoothly because you've got rules and a lot of stats and numbers and paperwork to deal with in this.
I think the problem that a lot of the D&D and Pathfinder stuff has is it tries to account for every possible thing. So you've got, like, here's a town. Here is literally everybody you can speak to. So it's like, it's hard to put it all in a sensible place when you're like, you might not go that way. So
well, that's it. You're not going to run every character, really.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, your party's going to latch on to, like, some beggar that you mentioned for flavour and give him a name and take him on an adventure.
I don't think you're going to need to do that because you might be about to find out the name of the horses.
I would like to attempt to calm the horse, one of the horses.
Before you walk up to it, you hear a dunk, and you see this little fall out of the bottom of the wagon. And the virus looks at you and just like, "We all right there then, boys?"
Nice of you
No,
to
get
join
back
us,
in the hole.
He looks around, he's like, "Nice, I've heard you guys were good." And he then goes up to the nearest horse and starts stroking. He's like, "Calm down there, Sloppy. It's all right. It's all right, Sloppy." And the horse, he knows his horses. He likes his horses.
Sloppy.
And it calms down. He then walks over to everyone's like, "Back four, and you're right, back fine."
Aww.
I feel like one's more funny than the other.
Sloppy and jalopy, as we're calling
I
them.
will say, just so you guys get the flavour, if either of the horses die in combat, Vargas is depressed for the rest of the trip, in which he self-medicates with the spirits.
Why are you doing that anyway?
That's amazing.
No, but he's not. He's doing it just for jokes.
He doesn't have a reason to drink. He's just doing it.
I turn to Hythe and I say, I say, would you care to pull this crossbow bolt out of my chest, please?
Come on, boys, heal up. We've got travelling to do.
All right. I would ask you a little more cordial towards me in this combat.
Yes, well, I suppose you were rather helpful.
Got no cordial, got some spirits though.
Okay, well, I can roll. I can give you first aid, but I don't know how that works.
Okay, well, let's learn that then.
Let's learn that.
It says here that Rock's fault. No.
Oh, have you got it, have you?
No, this...
Book, first aid.
Do it. Is this...
Fixing and salvaging.
Is this
Close.
Easy, is this
Close.
easy mode first aid or complicated first mode?
I
'Cause I
mean,
want to
this-
try and stick
I-
with easy as much as
I
I
don't
If
have
there's-
the easy mode book, unfortunately.
Okay.
I do have it open here,
Okay, if you've got it open, let's have a look.
but I don't know if it's actually in here.
Yeah, I'd just like to keep it easy mode so that if anyone is following at home, they can kind of see what we're talking about.
It says here, first aid, helping others heal.
That does make sense. Which page is this on?
That's just at the end of the basics.
Okay, that's just the skill.
Page 14.
Page 14.
But I don't know if there's anything about the
What have I got
skill
here?
on
Healing hands or healing spells. Okay, yeah, I've got some DCs here. The camp is safe. You've got time. I'm going to say it's quite an easy,
Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, get just roll me a healing check, I guess.
Right, so that's a roll of 3, plus my healing hands of 6, plus my craft of 10. So that's 19.
Yeah, that is more than enough to start healing his wounds. How much damage did you take?
I took 4 points of damage.
Okay, I will say that the healing you have done
Mm-hmm.
is good enough that by the time you get to the town,
Yep.
you'll be fine.
Okay.
So
How does the healing work, like, over time? Because I have, like, a recovery.
yeah,
I've got
I've got healing spells here, which is what I just went off for that, and healing over time. And it just says, so characters begin healing health points naturally over time if someone makes a healing hands or first aid roll for them, which is
Okay,
done.
cool. Yep.
They then regain a number of HP equal to their rec stat. What is that?
Rest recovery.
Recovery
Yep.
makes sense. Stat per day of rest. While
Okay.
resting, you must not do anything too strenuous. If you spend a lot of time running around doing work or fighting, you will only heal half of your recovery that day.
Okay.
If healed with a healing hands check, you gain an extra free health per day. Critical wounds you're doing. But then I've
Oh.
got a...
Man, I'd be way over. My recovery's 8.
Okay. Yeah.
Even if you run around, because you'll get +3 from my
Yeah. So I'll
Okay.
get
hands.
them.
Well, I'm going to say you instantly get 2, and if you arrive to the camp without any more worries,
I
you're done.
absolutely milk it. I'm lying in the back. I couldn't possibly help make dinner.
I'm
Come
on
on,
the brink of death.
All right, Hythe, help him on the back of Sloppy there, and let's get going.
Right then. Up you go, boyo.
Oh god, do I have to ride the horse? I was just going to get in the back of
No,
the
I
no,
was
wagon.
just
on the
thinking in the
back-
back of the wagon.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he's riding the horse.
I'll put a blanket over you, but I put it over your face.
Press down.
Right, where are we? Let's have a look.
I'm sure there's
I
rules
I
for
could
that.
chloroform you for the trip if you wanted to have a little nap.
Can I just try and sneak some of Vargas's stash?
Yeah, you can certainly try.
Yeah, is there a bottle of booze in the back of the cart I could just have a quick little snifter of?
What are you going to roll to try and... What are you going to offer me?
Sure, there is some kind
There must be a sleight of hand.
awareness to try and find
Let's
it.
do an opposed awareness roll.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
What's your awareness?
Uh,
Flat. I haven't actually got some stats for this guy, so I'm gonna...
Mine's +3 awareness, but my intelligence is 10.
Okay, this guy's... He's not stupid. So do you know what? Let's do a flat roll. Let's say he's the same as you. Let's do
Okay.
a flat roll.
I've got a 7.
I got 2. you get
still
get
drunk,
one
isn't he?
bottle, but then he hears it and he looks round. But by the time you've
I
like,
said, I don't want. I just want to swig
Little swift,
and just
yeah.
put it back.
Okay, fair
so
enough.
he doesn't think he's missing any.
oh, I'm pretty sure he knows how much he's missing.
He's just like. There's a little line on it.
I'm certain that won't help you heal there, boyo.
So with that, the rest of your journey is uneventful. Let me just check that this is the right thing before this all goes terribly
Let me just
wrong.
check that was uneventful.
Let me just
Nope.
check that was
Dragon.
No, you're definitely all dead.
Turns out.
And then with that, you arrive in Aphon Maneuve. Is that the right one?
Maneuver. Yeah.
So, as you can see, I'll get this up for the guys at home. There is Bartok Outfitters, which is like a little shop.
Mm-hmm.
A watchtower that looks mostly run down and abandoned. They're both the buildings here, all of the buildings, should I say, are like they look like sturdy timber buildings, but they're poorly maintained. Like the watchtower looks like no one even uses it at all.
Okay.
The missing arm, as you've already heard, it's an inn.
Didn't you just make a guy missing?
I did. Yeah.
Yeah, it happens a lot around here.
We didn't even loot the bodies.
We didn't.
That's very unlike
Well,
us.
one of the swords was probably quite warped and bent at that point.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, they didn't have anything that interesting, but do you know what? In the flavour of you didn't ask, you missed it.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
to be fair, I probably took one look at them and went, yeah.
I would have been more concerned with healing your wounds than.
If you
Tending
guys
to
were
the
newer to tabletop, I might have been a bit nicer than like, do you want to loot them? But
Yeah.
you guys are normally loot whores so,
Who was?
Whoa.
and debaucherous. And then the fourth one is there's some tent set up, which is like an adventure encampment. And as you can see, because you can see the text on the screen,
No,
let's
my.
put that away now. I said, let's put that away now. There we go. There you go. Your lovely face.
Put it away. Put it away.
So,
Sorry if you're wrong.
as you arrive, let's have a look. So, yep, all the signs. They've got signs outside the building, so you can tell which one's which. After you park the caravan behind the missing arm, Vargas calls out for Hulda Barrow, who is the manager of the shop, who he obviously has a previous relationship with.
How do you spell that? Sorry.
Hulda Barrow, Hulda, and then Barrow is as you would expect.
Burrow.
BZ. And asks her to unpack the wagons, which she's sort of like struggling a bit, but she's getting it done. She's like just drops one of the things on the floor, but she hopes that no one notices it, and then she's struggling away with
Can I
it.
step in to give her a hand?
Yes, you can.
I will do that.
I did feed that to you hard enough. She's very thankful. And she's like, oh, come see the shop later if you want to pick up anything. I don't know why she's from... They're all from round here.
You're all from around here, they are.
My lover. Come see the shop later. That's what she
Christ.
sounds like. I hope you don't run into her again, because I don't want to do that voice again.
We immediately go.
We spend the rest of the adventure with
Oh, no.
engaging her in deep
It says
conversation.
here my batteries ran out, so we're going to have to stop.
Oh, that's a bloody shame, that is.
So, yeah, this for those at home, this is the part where it becomes less hand-holdy.
Okay.
Oh no.
No, is in more, that first bit was very on rails.
Yeah,
You're
so
going
now-
to the camp, whether
Yeah.
you like it or not, and you're getting attacked whether you like it or not,
Yeah,
and you're
fair.
leaving the camp whether you like it or not. Whereas now it's going to open up a bit more. So, Vargas invites you to the inn and says, you know, you did good back there, boys. Let me treat you to a meal.
That sounds lovely.
So you head into the inn, you sit down, and he buys you both a good meal. Like it's gonna fill you up for a good couple of
A
days.
30 crown meal.
Yep, each as well.
Cool.
He does.
He's
like,
complaining he's not doing a good
mains.
trade, and he's like spaffing that kind of money on.
so his trade isn't doing as well.
Yeah,
Capitalism.
okay. God damn. He's not made billions then.
He's just like, oh, my trade isn't doing as well as Jeff Bezos. It's only as good as
Jeff
every other
Bezos.
B apostrophe ZZOS.
YYDD. And you know, he thanks you. He's like, I do have a bit of bad news though. He's feeding you up. He's giving you a beer as well. So you got some food and beer. There's only one room here at the inn, and I've kind of booked it for myself.
Oh no, there's only one bed trope.
No, it's my room. You've got to find somewhere else. Yeah. So there is. I think I have a picture of the inn. Hold on. I'm gonna check.
Ooh.
Don't know why, we're not staying there.
A picture of within the inn.
Within.
No, that's Bartok Outfitters. The missing arm. There you go. So you've got.
What kind of inn only has one room?
Left.
Let me put this.
Oh, one room left. Okay.
Yeah.
No, there is only one room.
Oh, there's
I'll
only
put- it's a tiny little inn. So that's the downstairs with 2 tables and a
I
bar.
can't see anything here. Oh, it's up there. Okay. yeah.
Sorry.
Like,
That one.
there. No, that's Bartok Outfitters.
Next one.
There
That's
we
it.
go.
There you go. So you've got the downstairs, which is the store. That's not the store. That's the bar.
That's the
Like,
taverny bit.
Yeah, the tavern.
I've messed up here. And
Oh,
then-
is that the annotation for the Bartok Outfitters?
yeah. I think I haven't changed it. Then
Okay.
basically, one of them upstairs is a storeroom, and
Yep.
one is Vargas.
One is Vargas.
What do they need to store? It's only tiny.
Yeah. So that's what you've got. It really is a
nice.
small place, but this is where you're in at the moment. So he sits you down and reiterates what he wants you to do over the next few days. He's like, friends, just think of this as the first bowl of stew that those bandits won't be having. Serves them right down bottom feeders. Never worked for anything in their life. He really does sound like a Southern guy. After
Vote
we're
for
done
Brexit.
here, take the rest of the day off. So it's currently like midday. You
Yeah, okay,
left in
cool.
the morning. Starting tomorrow, start on these 3 jobs. Find these bastards' hideout in the Blue Mountains and recover my stolen property. I didn't mention that earlier, my bad. Find the Elven ruin that these washed-up adventurers can't seem to locate in the mountains. You can keep what you hide in here if it exists, as per our agreement. If you need supplies, you can buy them from Hulder. And why has that skipped a page? These 3 jobs. That's only 2. Come on, sort it out.
The other one was something to do with
Oh.
morale.
I suppose that was kind of built into that.
Built
So,
into the
yeah,
Elven
yeah.
Ruin thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's like, and also you need to leave me alone.
Step 3, tick.
I've got meetings booked solidly for the next few weeks, and I expect you to do the job that I've paid you for.
Do we get some money up front? Or...
No. Yeah, it doesn't.
What was the pay? Did he actually mention how
I
much
don't.
he's
I
given?
think the premise of this adventure is pretty self-contained. That you
get-
have agreed
keep what
to
you-
sign on.
Yeah,
And-
like you get what you find.
And
basically.
if you want, if we'll do jumping off from this point, I'll decide where to take it and decide whether you get, what reward you get.
Is he covering our food and board? Because otherwise, I'm going to be.
He's bought you a meal.
Is that it?
Yep.
Okay.
the board is there is a board out back. This is 2x4. He's like, there's your board.
I mean, there's an adventure encampment nearby.
We could probably pop in there and see if anyone could
You might
pay
be able
us
to
for
get
it.
like a ladle of stew or something off them. But
Yeah.
or the inn is here. Like
Actually, I can offer my services as a doctor in exchange.
you could do that. That
And
might
then
be
that
quite
might-
useful in the adventurer camp.
Yeah, that might keep us in,
In.
like, keep us fed and give us somewhere to sleep at least.
But
All right.
anyway, it explains to you that he needs to be left alone. He's got his work to do.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, oh, and one more thing. And I love this because this is such a brilliant nod to new. Don't go splitting up.
I'm gonna go find the Elven Gold. You get the band.
I need your
Check.
combined force to send the right message.
All 2 of us.
So, you are now, after you've eaten your meals,
Free to do.
and you know, he's supplied you with a couple of beers.
You say it's about midday, so it's taking
about
us about
midday.
like half a day to get here because we get a stamina back like every hour.
Yeah,
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I would say, and you've had a meal, you've had a sit down. You're back up to whatever your max.
Yeah,
is.
I'd only burned 4, so that's fine.
Cool. Yeah. What is your
realised.
stamina out of interest?
25. Same as
Okay.
my
Oh
HP.
my god, that's brilliant.
It's 40.
Oh, what's he looking at?
Extra
it.
attacks and defense. Example modifiers. Drunk +3.
Plus 3.
I don't know what way it's going, but I want to believe it's like you got a bit more gusto.
That sounds great.
It does
Why
say
would you
like
not always be hammered?
it does say -1 if you're mildly drunk to do like a task. So
Okay.
maybe if you're really drunk, you just really get like that confidence.
Unless
you get
this
when
is
you shit
extra
faced.
attacks and
+3 to the DC
maybe,
to hit,
or it could
maybe?
be to the person that's attacking you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it could be. Yeah.
Because there's also sleep deprived, hostile environment, being under attack already, don't have the right tools, etc., etc. But again, I think this DM screen's for the full version.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
kind of not that helpful. Probably is for the full version.
Okay, so we're gonna head to the adventurer camp.
I think that's a good shout, yeah.
Yeah.
As we're walking there, I'll be like, "What do you fancy? Bandit killing or a little bit of Elven Gold?"
Being
Gold.
elven myself, I am partial to elven gold.
I've just realised I haven't had your camera on for ages. I do apologise.
Oh,
But they need to see our.
but I've been
faces.
awkwardly fiddling with my pencil this whole time.
Is that back to the camp, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll talk about what we intend to do. I'm sorry, I've been a bit short with you. I haven't been getting a lot of sleep.
Oh, you're not a dwarf, are you?
Oh, yeah, you were originally
Yeah.
I
going
was
to
going to be a dwarf, and then I realised you can't be a mage as a dwarf. So that put paid to that. Can be an elf though.
Yeah.
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 But yeah, no, I decided to be a human just because it was easy. To
You're going to have to be the party face because people don't like elves.
yeah.
That's why I'm a doctor, is because I demonstrate value and then they like me for that.
But then also I'm a mage, so everyone hates me.
We are not going to do well here. Mind you,
fine.
adventurers might be more accepting, I
yeah.
suppose.
I mean, that's why I'm playing it as he's a bit haughty, and he's like, I've
It's a bit
I'm
naughty.
done with the riffraff. I'm better than you. I've been in the army. I killed people that one time.
You killed someone this morning.
I shredded a man's testicles, I'll have you know.
Weird flex, but okay.
Also, I have a hole in my armor. I might want to see somebody about that.
I'm sure that's fine.
Maybe Bartok outfitters is
Yeah,
the way to go.
probably.
But
Get
there's
yourself
also the
outfitted.
watchtower. You know, there's a
Yeah.
few things here to look around.
Should we split up and go?
Look for clues.
He leans out the window and she's like, "No, splitting up, boys. I'll clip you around the ear."
He pops
I'm
out
not
like
listening
Mr.
to you.
Rossetti, like, no splitting up.
I'm not listening to you because we're leaving you the hell alone.
It doesn't matter where you are. You could be 2 days away from Kay. He's going to be like, "No splitting up."
Just hear it in your head.
And they'll just hear it on the wind. No splitting up. Yeah, so adventure encampment then?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, go over to the
Let
adventure
us get
encampment.
a room for the evening.
I'm gonna wander about the encampment. How large is it? Is it literally that 5 tents?
It's six
Six
tents. Yeah, it's not crazy. Again, I'll put this back up briefly for people. This is what we're looking at here. So we're just on the outside of. It's a settlement. It really isn't even a town. It's tiny.
I'm gonna put on my apron and surgical mask and wander around the camp looking like a doctor.
There's a couple of people sort of come wandering up, right?
Yeah.
And they're just like, just point to holes in them, basically.
I tend to them.
You tend to them.
I tend to them with my healing hands. Oh, that's big hands.
Okay.
We're throwing big hands. 19.
No, yeah, I'm going to say that, like,
Actually, no, it's more than that because I can't do math. Sorry. 9 plus 6, 25.
25. Yeah, so there's a few people come up. They sort of get their wounds attended to, and you make like 12, 13 crowns
Tasty.
from various people coming up to you.
That's
There-
almost enough
one of
for
them-
a good meal.
One of them doesn't offer you any crowns, but offers you some food.
I'd
like-
take it.
Yeah, gives you a little bit of stew.
Oh.
You don't know what you want to do with it because you have already eaten.
Can I, like...
Walking
Does he
around
give it to me in a bowl?
Yeah.
just walking around
He
with a
can
bowl
offer
and
it
a
to you.
needle in it.
After you've healed him, he sort of offers you the bowl, like, "Oh, this is all I've got. Do you want this?"
I think you need it more than I do. I'll let him keep
Nice, nice move. You don't throw the bowl of stew back into his face, and then heal his burns for money.
it. Like,
Now you
oh,
owe me
thank you very
twice as
much. And just pour it on the ground. Wear the bowl as a hat. Just
Pour it on the ground. It's delicious.
Mm.
Really passive aggressive.
Daenerys face.
What would you like to do?
I mean,
Griff.
I'll just. Is there anyone in charge in the adventure encampment, or is it?
No, this is literally just where the adventurers stay because there is no space in the inn.
So it's just like a shanty tent town.
Almost,
basically,
yeah. It's literally just like it's safer to sleep here than it is to sleep off in the mountains.
I'll start putting up my tent then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have tents? Yeah.
Yep. I've
Cool.
got a tent.
I'll do the same.
I will pitch a tent.
Have you got a large tent?
I think I've got a normal tent. It just says tent. that weighs
that you
4.
sort of get like sent to the outside. They're like,
Yeah.
whoever's last turns up has to sleep on the outside. It's like that, just unwritten
perfectly
adventurer rules.
I immediately kick someone to turn over a bum.
I mean, you can do that if you want.
I'm not that much of an asshole.
Just saying, you know.
I do get aggressively close to the person next to me though
Yeah,
with my tent.
That's fine. He's going to snore now. Yeah, you're going to not get much sleep.
Set his tent on fire. Oh no! If only you were further away from me. The sparks from my pipe wouldn't have lit your tent on fire.
Okay, so tent set up.
Yeah.
I'll say you're I'd say you've walked around the camp. You've healed some people. You say tents up. I'd say that's a good hour.
Have you got any parchment?
Trying to rewrite in love letters.
No.
Write a letter to my lover who's married.
Goodbye, my lover.
No, but
Goodbye, my friend.
I do have a Gwent deck. Do you want to play some Gwent?
I don't think so.
Whack out.
I give you a stern look.
I am
not fond of that game.
I make my tent and I leave my staff in it as well.
Okay. It's stolen. No.
They can try.
If someone steals your stuff, can you just recall it from them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's fucking sick.
People are. It's an adventure camp. You get the sense that there's a strong sense of,
Honor.
we're all in this together. But there's unwritten rules that you're not sure of all of them. You've learnt the tent one.
Oh, yeah. Okay, cool. Yep.
But yeah, I leave my staff because people don't tend to like mages, and walking around with a staff with a whacking great crystal on the top of it's kind of a bit of a giveaway.
Yeah, that's fair. I put up my tent, but it's got like a doctor's symbol daubed on the side.
Okay.
I'm assuming that's still a cross in this world, or is it
I don't
different?
know.
I
Little
can't remember
rod of
actually if it is
Asclepius,
or if it's a different symbol in the Witcher for medicine.
big old cock and balls.
Yeah, it's just a giant cock.
But
There was actually, talking of symbolism, there was something I need to feed you. Hold on, where is it? You notice that a lot of the adventurers, their shields are obviously like lent up against their tents. They're ready to go. But there's a like emblem on the shield.
Yeah,
And the emblem is, where is it?
goose.
It's a goose. No, it is 4 hollow eyes in like a diamond shape. So like,
hollow eyes.
yeah, hollow eyes. So just
Is there
like
a picture?
no,
Just
it's
a
just a
description.
description. And to be fair, I can't actually find the exact description, but I definitely remember reading
I'll
it.
draw one.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was envisaging.
Show the class. No doodling over there without showing the class. Do you want a bit of zoom there, mate? Let's get that zoom. Go on. Over a bit.
Mage training.
Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah.
I
Beautiful.
think that looks like bees. 4 lovely bees flying in unison.
Lovely bees.
Right. What do you want now?
I'm gonna go and try and get my. I don't have any money.
What do you need?
I don't know. I don't know what it requires to get my little Gambeson fixed.
Services.
I mean, I've made a bit of coin, so I'll come with you.
You can probably you're good at crafting.
But I've got no
Well, you already have a contact as well. You have Hulda, who you have helped.
That is true.
So if you go into, she's the manager at Bartok.
So she might be
Outfits.
worth speaking to.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we'll go and see her.
Yeah.
All right, let me just find it.
Maybe she's got an ailment. Maybe she's got rheumatism or something, and I can give her a herb.
She's got a Roomba.
She's got a Roomba.
There we go. So this is the inside of Bartok. So you've got the main store. This is definitely the same text that I forgot to change. Store. There's a storeroom out back, and then there's the manager's little office where you're pretty sure she lives as well. Not a particularly large settlement. Where else is she going to live?
Yeah. Little bedroll on the floor.
Well, I forgot to mention the mansion attached to the back.
Yeah. So you head in. She greets you. Hello, dearie.
Help us on the way.
Help us on the way, dear. It doesn't look like a particularly well stocked shop, honestly.
Okay.
Like you see some bolts, some arrows, some rope, some torch, rations.
I mean, as long as she sells arrows, that's fine by me.
Yeah, it's like she explains that Vargas supplies her. And
Right.
so she's struggling a bit as well. However, she can repair for you. And she'd do it quite. So what is it you needed repaired?
I need my Gambeson
You
repaired.
need your Gambeson
Yeah.
repaired. Is it just you got a hole in
I've
it?
just got
Is
a
it
crossbow
you
bolt
took
hole.
1 damage and did
Yeah.
to it, didn't
Yeah,
you?
there's one damage.
Hmm.
In it.
She'll happily do that for 5 crowns. It's like, I'll do it really cheap because
I'll hook you up, fam.
Pay the lady.
I'm not your manservant.
That's quite a big discount as well. Like, you're like, oh, that's, yeah, fine.
5 crowns, was it?
She doesn't, like, it's functionally fine, but doesn't look like she's done the best job.
It doesn't need to look good. It just needs to save my bacon.
It'll probably save your insides, but I don't know about your bacon.
Keep your
I've
insides.
literally got a pouch full of bacon just strapped to the inside of my...
It's enough to prevent your innards becoming outards.
She's sort of like, is there anything else I can help you with? But promise not to tell Vargas that I get you a discount.
Yes.
We don't know the price of anything.
Well, he did say that he'd, put a tab open for us and that he'd pay for it all.
That
so
doesn't
don't
sound
you
like Vargas.
Oh, but he's so nice to us because we saved his life earlier. Did he not tell you?
She's not buying.
I'm not partaking in this lie.
You're sitting there going,
I'm not paying for it anyway, so it doesn't bother me.
They're paid. That's fine. Like, you're squared up at the moment. There's no need to try and lie. Is there anything else you want?
I think I'm alright for now.
Do I think I'm just copying your accent now?
I've got... Every time you do one, it throws me off.
Froggy, mate.
Oh, shit. Have you got any bloody arrows?
Oh, shit, mate. Yeah, I got a couple.
How long have we been streaming? We've now slipped into an Australian accent.
Hour and 30.
That's quite good for us.
pretty
I
good,
think.
yeah.
Well, I think what we'll do is we'll spend this day around the town. Like, unless you want to head off. Wouldn't advise it. But
No, I think...
he's given you the day off. I'd advise you take it.
We'll take the day
then
off.
we'll have a short break before we go into the next part.
Can we go back to the adventurers camp and ask
Yes, you
around
can.
and see if anyone's got, like, a map of the region or...
I have a map of the continent.
You have a map. How zoomed in is this map of the continent?
I don't know. How big is it? Does it unfold?
Is it a magic map? Does it show where we are at all times?
Yes. If I press the trigger buttons, it turns the camera as well.
So yeah, you people give you the lay of the area. They say that the lay of the area. They say that where you are now, you're sort of like you're in the base of the mountains. Like, so you're at a high altitude, but you're not in the mountains, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
They're forested mountains. There's a lot of quite concealed paths sneaking
Okay.
up the mountain. The reported sites and rumours, because they are just rumours, of the Elven camp. Sorry, the Elven ruins and the bandit camp. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
They said it's a good day and a half, couple of days, trekking through the mountains for each one. Yeah,
But do people have a better idea of where the bandit camp is? Because obviously no one's found the ruin.
People have a good idea because they sent bandits generally come from that direction.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
As for the ruin, they're not that sure. Like, a lot of them, it's like 50-50. Some of them don't even believe it's real. They think it's just a lie made up to scare kids.
Many kids in a farm.
It's to, as I said, a lot of people think the bandits have made it up to
Okay.
try and lure adventurers so they can rob them.
I see. So the bandits might know where it is.
They might.
And we know that it's going to be easier to find the bandits, so I think we should probably approach that first.
Okay, so that's what you want to do first. Okay.
I reckon.
I ask if any of them want to go on an adventure to kill some bandits.
They are like, no.
Not very good adventurers, are they?
These guys have just returned. They're like, no, we're done for a bit. And
We're
also,
on cooldown.
the supplies are bad here. They need their stuff repaired, and it's getting like they're running low on funds. They're like, no, we're nah.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Vargas hasn't paid them, so they're like,
So are they all on Vargas's payroll?
some of them are,
Yeah.
because but it's all failed basically. Which is why he's like, do you know what, you're doing shit.
Yeah, fair.
I'm bringing in these professionals.
Oh my god,
which
we're
is you, or the
professionals.
professionals. Again, you are hired as the professionals. It does not mean you are the professionals.
I feel like we've been quite professional thus
Yeah.
far.
Yeah, you've done all right. Like, you didn't let him die at the camp.
No.
You've got him
We
here.
saved the horses.
You've left him to his devices. You
Sloppy
saved
and-
Sloppy and Buckthorn.
Sloppy and Buckfast.
Does make you sloppy.
What's at the watchtower?
You can go check out the watchtower
We've
if you
got
like.
a day to kill. There's no reason we don't go everywhere,
Hold on,
right?
let me just check. Yes, I didn't draw the watchtower because Quite frankly- you see. Let's put this back up briefly.
Like,
for
wow,
people.
that's definitely a towel.
Yeah, you see that shape? It's 3
It's-
layers of that shape. There is basically nothing in there. It looks mostly, but it's empty crates. It's not serviced.
Okay.
It's just an empty building.
So there's nobody in there.
There's no one in there, no.
Should we just shack up in the watchtower? Why is no one sleeping in the watchtower?
They're not. They're just not.
Yeah. Fuck it.
So you want to go take your tents down?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll pack the tents up and sleep in the watchtower.
Like,
Squatters' rights.
yeah.
So it's a thick octagonal tower. Yeah, you can rest here for the night, and if you are resting up on the top floor, you get a +2 to any awareness checks around the area.
I think we do that.
I think we do that, yeah.
Let's do that.
And then I'm more sure that my staff isn't going to get nicked.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true,
that's
because
fair.
no one's coming in here,
Yeah.
are they? So, yeah, definitely. I will, I'll set up my surgery on the ground floor, I think.
Yeah, ground floor surgery.
Ground floor surgery, and then we can use that as
First
a
floor
income.
women's underwear.
Yeah.
Exactly what I was going to say.
I don't know where we got them from. It's where we keep them.
You just found them. And then you're like, oh, that's when that one's in the watchtower.
When you said the bandits were raiding,
It was a pantry raid, yes. Oh dear. Look
Oh,
what
no.
we've done.
I said you like that. I've made my dice to a little man.
looks like a boy.
Okay, so that you're setting yourselves up there. Is
Yeah.
there anything else you want to do today?
I mean, I don't have any.
But you're all repaired. You're all sustenances.
Yeah, I suppose we'll.
You've
yeah,
asked
we've
them
eaten, haven't we?
questions.
So
Yeah.
I've made it known that I'm the doctor. I've set up my surgery, so hopefully, if anyone gets wounded, they'll come to me for help and pay me.
Yeah.
I could try and do something weird and cool.
You could certainly
Go
try.
on.
I could try some hydromancy.
What's that gonna do?
I can look into a small body of water, like a bowl full of water, and try
Well,
and
you
see,
have that bowl from the stew.
and try and
Oh
see
no, I let
some
him keep that.
Oh, did you?
events in the past.
He
So
goes,
I
he
could
goes and takes it.
try and see some events from the past, so I could
Okay.
try and see where the bandits that attacked us were 2 days ago.
Okay.
Ooh, that is good.
Can you specifically choose what you see, or does it give you a chance, like, to try and see what you want to see?
Let me just find a rituals bit. Glimpse an event that happened within the last 2 days or that is currently happening. Watching an event in the past uses the base DC. If you're trying to glimpse an event that is currently happening, increase the DC by 3. If you're viewing a current event, blah, 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 blah. I think it's just if I want to try and see. Because, I mean, like...
Would you want to try and see?
yeah,
What do you want? Is there anything specific you want to try and see, or?
I want to try and see where the bandits came from. Because
Okay.
they would have been at their base at some point.
Okay, so what do you need to do this?
I need to roll my ritual crafting, I think.
Okay.
So the normal check is 15. That's going to be tough. And the difficult check is 18 if it's something that's
Okay,
happening.
this is a normal check.
Okay, so 15. It takes 5 rounds and it takes 2 active stamina. So it's going to take.
We're
10
not in
stamina.
initiative or anything, so yeah.
It's going to take me 10 stamina though.
How do we get stamina back? You said it was recovery per hour.
I think it's 1 stamina per hour.
1 stamina per hour.
I'm
Okay.
double check that though because
I'll look
yeah.
it up while you're doing
Yeah, you do look that up.
uh,
I'm reading
yeah.
sort of ahead, so you do that.
Oh, I got a 9. So all in all, I got 20.
Nice. Yeah. Okay, so what happens there is your mind, you stare into the wall of water, and it turns little lumps appearing. No, your mind flips back to the camp you were at previously, and to the moment where that you see once again replayed in your head, the guy getting stabbed with the stalactites. Mites? They go up?
Mites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the camera whips around, because this is how my head works, to the bandit on the cliff.
Yeah.
And you follow him, and
Mad
it
smash
leads you,
cuts.
so you think you now have a really good idea of how to get to the bandit camp. You're like, I know where it is. It's going to take a good day and a half, but I know how to get there.
That's handy.
Nice.
Good stuff.
That was cool.
And as he gets there and you're staring a bit too close, it's like a jump scare, and you go, "Ah!" And then the bowl, I don't know, goes red, and then it reds out, and you can't see anything. Yeah. And you wake up
in the
convulsing
trees.
on the floor.
They're coming out of the walls.
Bandits in the trees. Yeah, cool.
So that, yeah, you've got a good idea with that. As I said, you think it's about a day and a half. The rest of them were saying day and a half too, but you're like, no, I know the route. There's like this bit of forest where people get turned around a bit, but you're like, no, it's literally just go straight for it.
Excellent.
Oh, that's bloody handy.
Don't tell anybody I did that. That's
Oh, you
bit
didn't
frowned
see
upon.
anything. I mean, really, you just stared into a bowl of water. I don't know.
Lumpy water.
While chanting for 5 rounds.
Stop chanting into your stew, Griff.
So I will say, you feel you're within the camp and within your tower. You feel pretty safe. Like there's a lot of adventurers here. The bandits, from what you've heard in the camp, they're not attacking this place. They prefer to pick off people on their own.
Yeah.
So you want to do anything else, or do you want to rest up for the night?
I think we should have a rest.
After my ordeal of doing that, I'm very tired now. It's taken it out of me. I've got a migraine coming. I can feel it.
The stamina thing. We get stamina equal to our recovery per hour spent resting.
Oh, bloody hell.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
That's pretty good.
use it.
Yeah.
Drop
I mean,
it.
that's what my magic runs off, so I'm going to burn.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yep.
I get 8 back an hour.
God damn.
That's quite a lot.
I'm
That's
just going
quite
to
a
be
lot.
firing off arrows left, right, and centre.
Right. Well, you do that. With that, you go to sleep. And with that, we'll go to a break. We'll be back in about 5 minutes if anyone's there. Thank you. See you in a few.